Welcome to KB Willet Arena on a warm winter's night as two-seeded UWSP men's pointers hockey team hosts the fourth-seeded UW Eau Claire Blue Golds in round 2 of WIAC men's hockey playoffs. Hello everyone, I am Brody Kupsky. Alongside me for probably the first time ever, Brett McNamara. Brett, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Brody. How you doing?
It's a beautiful night for hockey. Pointers finally back in the arena for the first time in about 3 weeks now. Have not played any games so far since the end of the WIAC regular season, and face-off is underway here in KB Willet Arena. Pointers win the face-off here. Fourth line for the Pointers here tonight early, which is not normal, but a different lineup here for Eau Claire as well. Starting Ethan Roberts, the junior transfer from Utica, in net. Usually it is Max Guchar. A whole different look for this blue gold squad.
They're kind of surprised they're going with the 2 here tonight. You know, it's a big playoff game. Definitely should be going with the starter here, but, you know, maybe they saw something different in the starter tonight.
They definitely had to see something different. Shot at Proctor, and he gloves that one up in a little shove at the end after the play from Jordan Randall. And already a few seconds in here. A little fireworks early. Brett, I mean, for the Pointers here getting the second seed, it's been a while since they had this seed, so it's a little different feel for them now. How do you feel about their chances?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good so far. You know, it's going to be a tough matchup tonight. You know, Eau Claire's not that, you know, high level, but, you know, we'll see if they can pull it out tonight.
Face off one by the Pointers here and racing up the ice. Evan Junker off his stick and trying to pass up to Fletcher Anderson. Crowd by Dane Hoyard, and up the ice to Kyler Grundy, and blocked by Proctor, and good save there out of him.
Yeah,
Stuck in the corner.
Great offensive push there from Eau Claire. You know, almost got a shot on goal.
And almost had a shot there too, and Kyle Bauer getting in the mix there.
Yeah, things are starting off a little bit chippy between the two teams. You know, I noticed on the last shot, it was between Hall and Randall for the Blue Gold, so right there between Proctor and another Eau Claire player. So we'll see if that continues tonight.
And a reminder, you are listening to WWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics, 89.9 FM, your home of Trivia 55, no limits. Save from Proctor there. And also, if you're listening to Pointer Studios on YouTube, we thank you for tuning in. It's a beautiful night here in Stevens Point. Pretty windy day today. And
sure.
Pointers winding up here in the second round. After a first round bye, Eau Claire had to face Northland in the first round. Northland's last series, probably actually ever.
Ever, yep.
Kind of sad to think about it, but gives Eau Claire kind of a boost into this playoff round. Up the ice and cleared by the Pointers. And Chris Engelbert retrieves it here. Hassle by Bacala, almost had a chance up the middle there. No dice, and block save by Proctor in the corner from Hunter O'Brien. Still saved in from Jaden Reimer. Another transfer and stolen away. And out of play, the shot from Tyler Hertzberg. Up and out of play.
Yeah, this Pointers offense has been very non-existent in this first couple of minutes here. You know, the Blue Golds are getting a lot of turnovers. You know, Pointers just can't get it going. So we'll see if they can turn it around.
And Pointers offense, when they get hot, they keep rolling. But Eau Claire is keeping them out of their offensive zone and staying every chance they get, blocking every pass, and able to corral every puck they can.
For sure.
Stein down low to Bauer. And Alexiuk trying to poke it away. And kicked in by Stein. And recovered by Peyton Hart, who keeps it right to Alexiuk. Eftimovsky whiffs on that one. Bauer behind the net to retrieve it and stolen away from the Pointers.
Just love to see some better passes here from the Pointers. They're being really
trying to
rough
clear
with
it, and they finally clear it here.
And
Hart loses it off his stick. And up the ice, icing waved off here. Blake Norris reaches in, still recovered by Eli Reimer. Falls, chases after it. Proctor behind his own net.
But he admitted they're not.
Tries to pass it out. Still kept in. Racing up the ice here. Matthew Falls. Tries to reach in and almost through Ethan Roberts. but blocked enough. And racing up the ice here is Jordan Randall, the leading scorer here for the Blue Golds. And taken away here by Falls again here. Tries to reach in for bunting. Can't get anything going there.
Yeah, Falls, you can a couple little chances there to see if they can get something going early for the Pointers.
Chance here, blocked and saved by Roberts. Josh German had a chance getting in there. And quick save there from Roberts. Hasn't done much early. Could have had a chance there if you're the Pointers.
Yeah, Ethan Roberts is gonna have to have a strong start here tonight. If the Blue Golds want any chance of winning this game, winning this series, it's got to start from Ethan Roberts.
And Roberts, I mean, personally, I have never seen him play against the Pointers. It's always been Max Guchar, and Guchar hasn't had a good track record here in KB Willet. Maybe switching to Roberts here gives him a chance, kind of give him a different look, since I don't think Roberts has played the Pointers all season.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see if that will help them benefit towards winning tonight.
Maybe it will, as they're staying in their offensive zone. Dane Hoyer tries to pass it in. Can't get anything going there. Racing in, Niko Kemalevsky passes it over to Fletcher Anderson. Anderson tries to reach in off the pad of Roberts and cleared out here. Hoyer tries to race after it, but collected here by Andrew Poulias. Knocked in by Kemalevsky as they kind of go for a change.
Yeah, not surprised that Fletcher Anderson shot it there on the last possession. He's the Pointers' leading shot attempt player for this team, so.
No doubt about that. Kept down by Kemalevsky and taken away. Chance here, wraparound, almost racing in, and Proctor's down on the ground. As they kind of run into him, the reach around by Tyler Hertzberg, no dice there, and Proctor's up and okay. Looked like Cade Peterson got a little bit into there too.
Yeah, Fletcher Anderson was having none of that. Peterson, you know, he's getting a little chippy. This isn't the first time with Proctor tonight. They've been on him, and you see Fletcher Anderson talking to him as he goes back to the bench.
I mean, smart thing to do to stick up for your teammate. Face off won by the Pointers here. And taken over to Dawson Sherino. And he lays the hit. And, I mean, absolutely stands up after that one. O'Brien now passes off to Engelbert. And he takes a shot. Boom! Almost had Sherino wide open. Engelbert trying to pick up his stick here. And taken by O'Brien back over to Owen Dean. He loses that one. Collects it right back. Shot off his stick and off the handle of a Blue Gold. Stuck in the corner here. Sherino tries to collect it, but off the stick of Eftimovsky. And down to Alec Hamady. Up to Owen Dean.
Yeah, very slow start from both teams offensively, but I'm loving the puck awareness here from the Blue Golds in this first 5 minutes.
No doubt about that. They need that if they want to beat this Pointer squad, who has beat them twice this season. And off the stick of Connor Thompson in the hands of a Pointer. Tyler German races in now. Up to Alec Hamady. Hamady loses that and into the corner here. And recovered by Bauer. 3-on-2 chance here and poked away off the pad of Proctor and recovered here by Evan Junker. He races in, makes a man miss. Junker off Colin Stein and in the stick of Kyle Bauer.
Just seems like it's a push back and forth and then nothing happens with it.
And just like you said, a good push there by Tyler German.
But very sloppy from both teams.
Very sloppy indeed. And Proctor makes a save after a shot from the blue line. Good chance for the Pointers here to try to clear it, but Eau Claire's been really consistent on staying in their zone early here. It just seems the Pointers can't clear it easily enough to where they can try to race up the ice and get a chance at an offensive possession.
For sure, and you know, Stevens Point's playing good defensively too. They're not getting a lot of shots on goal, Eau Claire isn't, so hopefully they can continue with that, and then I'd like to see offensively they just, you know, get a better push here as the puck will head out of bounds.
Actually off the stick of a Blue Gold in the bench, and it'll stay in the Pointers zone. I believe that was off of Max Dronin's stick. Could have went up and hit us here.
I was just going to say, Brody, you got PTSD.
Yeah, I got a little scared there. Sean Bunting tried to clear it the length of the ice and off the stick of Dronin. Looks like Pointers win the face-off here. Still stuck in the corner. A couple Pointers facing here. Bunting with it now. And he races after it. Up to Quentin Hill. He tries to dump it off. Nobody there. Connor Schmoll up to Eli Reimer. Reimer passes it in. Goes for a change. Proctor plays it, clears it up to Quentin Hill. Hill whiffs on that pass. And shot in by Cade Peterson.
It's almost like the Pointers and the Blue Goals, they're just trying to do something and it's just not working. Whatever they're trying to do, whether it's passing or shooting the puck, it's just not working very well.
Pass right there taken away by Cade Peterson and almost taken away by another Pointer.
And there it is, another turnover.
Taken away by Aiden Mosier. Mosier tries to pass it up to Eftimovsky. Actually, that's Pulias. And taken away Dane Hoyard here. Taken almost away by Fletcher Anderson. High stick call here as Pulias reached too far up there. And another stoppage of play. 13:04 left in the first period here. 0-0 game here in KB Willet. And we have two games this weekend between, actually really two games against Eau Claire between the men's team and the women's team today. And we might have, we also have other WIAC men's hockey games this weekend. River Falls takes on Superior. Up in Superior. Superior with the first seed. His Pointers took second in the regular season. Kemelevsky shoots it into Roberts. He misses that one. Anderson tries to pass it to Pulias, and Kemelevsky tries to pass it in. No dice. Taken up by Norris, wrapped around, looks like to Eftimovsky. Eftimovsky trying to race after it. Kemelevsky now has it. He's stuck and pinned. Up to Bacala.
A little bit more of a fight there from the Pointers, so glad to see that after the puck drop.
I mean, got to give anything for the Pointers here. Just got to give a fight against this tough Eau Claire squad.
Yeah, it's very rough, and the way that both these teams are playing, if they end up facing Superior or River Falls, it could be very ugly for them.
Definitely. The Pointers lost to River Falls here at home in, I think, in January. Their pass up to Sherino taken away. Up the ice, Kyler Grundy taken away by Evan Junker. Josh German tries to pass up to Owen Dean off. I believe that was Proctor's pad maybe off the skate of Kyle Bauer. And up the ice here to German. Josh German shoots in wide and recovered by Sherino. Sherino passes back to Evan Junker here. Junker over to Josh German. Almost said Tyler. It's so confusing with the two of them here.
Oh, for sure.
And taken away here by Kyler Grundy. Passed over to Carter Bradley, the freshman.
Yeah, not a lot of action here from either of the goalies. So they've just been kind of standing there all day. A couple of little shots here as Proctor waves off the icing call.
Yeah, icing waved off as Josh German almost passed it right in the net and taken away here. Chance for Eau Claire. Shot taken wide off Proctor's pad and taken away. Tyler German has it now.
Great save there from Proctor.
2-on-4 and taken away by Colin Stein. And just off and out. And recovered here by Eau Claire.
Yeah, this is just a very sloppy performance from the Pointers. They're not even looking to see where the puck's going to be going. They're passing it, and it's getting turned over right away.
Rojo over to Stein. Stein takes a shot off Proctor's pad. And Aiden Mosier tries to recover here and clears it. And passed in here. Hunter O'Brien races after it. O'Brien up to Quentin Hill off his stick and in the zone. Icing waved off. Recovered here by Bunting. Bunting passes in. Almost had falls, shoots, and that's wide. And still kept in the zone by Eftimovsky. And recovered here by Norris. Bunting takes a shot wide. Eftimovsky passes it back to Bunting. Bunting back up to Eftimovsky and right back to Bunting. Back up to Quentin Hill. Hill passes up to Blake Norris. Norris over to Eftimovsky. Over to Bunting. Bunting tries to pass it around here. Kept in the zone by Matthew Falls.
Great job. Great job there from the Pointers. You know, even though they're getting shots on goal, they're not dropping. They finally get a lot of passes around, able to get the rebounds.
Opens up a passing lane here.
Exactly.
Shot up to Pulias off his stick and back behind the net. And kept in.
There we go.
And right here, good chance here. Pulias takes a shot and off the pad, or off the chest of Ethan Roberts. I mean, had a wide open shot there and good dive there. I believe that was Trenton Heidi with the dive to save that. An immediate timeout with 9:11 left in this first period. And Brett, like you said, it's been a slow start for both teams early in this period.
Well, yeah, even there on the last possession, you know, Andrew Pulias, he had a wide open shot. He just missed the stick handle there and it caused the shot to go wide left. So hopefully going forward that they'll get better passes to set up better goals. And then on the defensive side, I think both teams are playing great defensively. You know, after they're getting the turnover, they just turn it right back over to the other team. So I'd love to see after getting, you know, that turnover, after a missed shot, to just have better passes and better, you know, puck awareness, you know, offensively.
Pointers getting outshot 12-3, which is insane. It never happens. I should say it rarely happens here at KB Willet. And Eau Claire just all over them early. Pointers winning more faceoffs, 8 faceoffs won compared to 2. So hopefully for the Pointers, they got to figure something out if they want to at least take more shots. I mean, it seems like Ethan Roberts hasn't had to do too much. I mean, besides that last shot, it hasn't done too much for him.
For sure. You know, it's a really good start here from Ethan Roberts. So that's what the Blue Golds wanted going into this game. And, you know, their defense is really, you know, making it difficult for the Pointers.
Face off Pulias and Max Dronen. Pulias wins the face off here up to Evan Junker. Junker takes a shot in off Fletcher Anderson's skate, but back up to Junker here. Junker racing around. Backs up here. Finds Anderson. Anderson up to Kemelewski. Kemelewski back to Anderson. Anderson pass it into German. Almost had a chance there, but recovered by Carter Bradley and taken away by the Pointers again. Kemelewski back to Pulias. He takes a shot almost in the glove of Roberts, but Kemelewski has it. Back around to Pulias. Pulias back down to Anderson. He gets pulled off. Mosier over to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Mosier. And he tries to race around here and tries to find O'Brien. He skated a little too wide. Engelbert passes up to Mosier. An offside called here on Mosier. I mean, completely offside there.
Yeah, for sure. That was an easy call there for the refs. You know, Ethan Roberts, though, last couple saves there, very good job finding the puck.
And on the career for Roberts here, 40 games played, 22 wins, 10 losses, and 3 ties for him, or overtime losses actually for him. Pass up to Sherino, and that icing is waved off. And recovered here by Will Brenner. In the corner, up to Dean. Dean loses that one. Stayed in by Aftomovsky, but recovered by Eau Claire. And now the Pointers have a chance here. Dean tries to pass it up to Engelbert and blocked there. Blake Norris passes back to Sherino. Sherino trying to make a move here, passes it back to Norris. And up the ice to Peyton Hart. Hart tries to race up and fight for it and cannot recover it. And cleared out of the zone here, back to Norris.
Brody, this offense is making me want to go to take a nap. It's very, very quiet.
Very, very quiet. And seems like the student section's very quiet. A lot of tickets left in the student section for today and tomorrow, which is unlike our student section. But definitely things are different tonight. Junker recovers it here over to Norris. And tries to pass it in for Gino Colangelo racing after, but taken away by Jaden Reimer. Shot the length of the ice, and icing is called after Evan Junker races after it. Pointers get it back in the Eau Claire zone. 6:46 left in the first period.
I got to give it to Eau Claire. They're playing super great defense so far. The Pointers, you know, they're not getting a lot of shots on goal, and when they do, Great saving there from Ethan Roberts. He's been playing very well so far in this WIAC playoff start.
I mean, against a tough pointer squad like this, his first time facing them, it's got to be a different feel for him. I mean, I believe he started last week against Northland. And little face-off trouble here. Face-off won by the Pointers. Junker back up to Anderson. Anderson over to Kemelevsky. He tries to pass it up to Pulias. And stuck in the corner here. Back over to Junker. Back to German. Taken down by Anderson. Anderson back up to Junker. Junker takes a shot off. I believe Colin Stein, but still kept in by Junker here. And up in the net for another stoppage in play. 6:22 left in the first period.
It almost looks like this Pointers offense just doesn't have any chemistry going on. You know, this team, a lot of them are juniors and seniors, so you would think that, you know, they would be passing the puck pretty well here, but it just hasn't looked like that at all.
It's just been a rough start for the Pointers here tonight. I mean, they did have a week off, so, you know, if that chemistry isn't there right away, it'll take some time.
But yeah, we were talking about beforehand, before the game, that, you know, this Pointers team, especially at home, they do take a little bit to get going, but once they do, they go pretty quickly. They get lots of goals.
No doubt about that. Tied up, Sean Bunting, Trenton Heidi down low, and ref telling them to get away from the puck here. And almost being poked out here and taken away by Heidi, and up and out of play. Fan gets a souvenir. And I mean, I don't know about you, Brett. Normally I hear the student section yell, give it to a kid, and it's been pretty quiet so far.
Not even a pipsqueak over there, especially on defense, too. They're not yelling one little thing, but.
Junker with it now off the skate and almost in. Taken away now. Had an opportunity there and still in the zone. Sean Bunting takes a shot off the skate and recovered by Ethan Roberts as he dives on it. It seems like most of his saves so far, he's been diving on it, really hasn't had just a normal save.
Well, they've also been a very easy saves, too. They're not that difficult of a shot, so maybe something will change here with the Pointers offensively. They're not getting a lot of things open here.
And it's a credit to Eau Claire's, defense just stepping in for a block shot and getting every chance they can get. Face off won by Engelbert. Pass it back up to O'Brien, down to Sherino. And hassled away here. Actually almost kept in the zone here and taken away by Jaden Reimer. Reimer up to Bauer. Bauer passes it in off the bench of the Pointers.
You know, talking about how much quiet the Pointers offense has been, the Blue Gold's offense has been very quiet as well. So this is a defensive-minded game. You know, nothing wrong with that. That defense wins, you know, hockey games, like they say across all sports.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah, defense wins championships. Perfect. But, yeah, it's been a very defensive-minded game. Another puck goes out of play.
As Sherino puts that up into the steel girders above KB Willett. Face off again, Chris Engelbert.
Well, this isn't the only quiet game that's going on. You know, like you said before, River Falls and Superior are playing. Still 0-0 over there with about 10 minutes left in that one for the first period.
Maybe it's just a WIAC thing. You know, it starts out pretty soft early and fireworks start later. Peyton Hart takes it away. He falls down. Almost passed in by Sherino. Taken away here, Kyle Bauer. And poked away by Eftimovsky. Kyler Grundy chases after it.
Yes.
Norris back over to Eftimovsky. Eftimovsky up the ice to nobody. And taken away here, Max Rojo. Rojo over to Stein, back to Rojo. Rojo tries to pass it up, but Eftimovsky right there to collect it. He whiffs on that one. Chance here for Connor Schmoll, and he whiffs on that after it's poked away. Racing around here in the corner. Gino Colangelo up to Tyler German. German tries to pass it up to Colangelo again. Pass around to Peyton Hart. He can't collect that one. And in the corner here, Josh German. Gino Colangelo racing after Colin Stein. He falls down. And Max Rojo passes it up to Schmoll. Poked away here by Junker. Junker passes it in now. There's another pointer hit the deck. That was Andrew Pulias. Up to Kemelevsky. He can't collect that. Tries to pass it in the middle. No pointer there. Anderson now has it. Anderson passing around to Blake Norris. Or actually, Aiden Mosier. And up and into the bench. Look out.
It's getting closer and closer, Brody.
I mean, they almost got to put up glass up here to be safe. Up and into the bench of the Blue Golds.
But yeah, it's been very quiet. Both teams, especially for the Blue Golds, the last 10 minutes here, they just can't get it past their own offsides line.
And I mean, these two teams, both, second and third in WIAC standings. Pointers in second.
But you look at that overall record.
And I mean, for Eau Claire, 12-14 and 1 overall compared to the Pointers, 18-5-2. You would think for the Pointers it should be an early fireworks here with there by Aiden Mosier. It's just not going the way of the Pointers here.
Nothing's clicking. Their passes are missing. They're whiffing on shots. They're not getting back on defense. It's almost everything. It almost looks like they haven't played hockey before.
Heidi passes it up to Cade Peterson. Peterson up to Dane Hoyard. And in the middle there, dangerous opportunity, but taken away by the Pointers here. Aiden Mosier, he gets decked into the bench there.
Whoa.
Hard shot there to Poulias from Max Dronen and kept up here by Anderson. Anderson tries to shoot it in, nothing going there. And almost kept in by Engelbert and almost taken away there. But kept in by Sherino. Sherino tries to race and dumps it off and taken away. Had Engelbert there, but taken away there by Hertzberg.
This offensive awareness from the whole Pointers side is just very poor, and it's very sloppy.
Hertzberg passes it in, and Proctor gloves that one. It's 2:38 left in the period here. 0-0 game, and Pointers, I mean, only 4 shots on goal from them compared to the Eau Claire 12 or 13 now.
And it's very frustrating, especially from us, the fans, that nobody looks excited to be here anymore. It's almost like it's watching paint dry almost.
Good saying there. It's like watching paint dry in the Willet. And face-off won by the Pointers here. Trying to pass it up, but taken away, but given right back to Blake Norris. Norris passes it up and off the stick of Sherino. He tried to kind of juggle that up. Proctor behind his own net over to Quentin Hill, and out of play. He can't reach that one. Eftimovsky recovers after offside was given. Eftimovsky pass up to Bunting. And no icing there as Colin Stein races after. Bunting has it up to Quentin Hill, up and over the net. And still recovered by Josh Sherman to Falls. Falls tries to pass in the middle. Nobody home and pass out. Junker races after it with Bauer.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose words here, Brody. I'm running out of things to say about this offense. Nothing's going right for them.
Hill to German, back over to Hill. Hill takes a shot wide. Had a chance there. And recovered here by Max Rojo, and offside called here. Another stoppage of play. Minute 27 left in this first period. Still 0-0 game, and like you said, you're almost losing words of what to say. You might have some words.
Well, yeah, the last time the Pointers and Eau Claire met, it was in Eau Claire, and it was 1-0 Eau Claire after the first period. So maybe that's just kind of how it starts between these two teams, as the Pointers, they turned it around in the third period. They didn't win this game or that game until the third period. So maybe that'll happen here tonight.
Maybe it starts off slow. Taken here by German. He passes in and almost gloved there by Ethan Roberts off the top of his glove. And taken here by Bradley. Bradley up to Hoyard. Hoyard back up to Dronen. Dronen falls down and almost cleared there. And taken away now by Kemelevsky. Kemelevsky trying to race after it. Contends with Heidi. 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Heidi, shot taken and gloved there by Proctor. Very wide glove there. Almost kind of a catcher's snag there.
This reminds me of the 2016 Browns. It's just nothing offensively from either. Both of these teams are combined into the 2016 Browns. They just, or the 0-16 Browns, I mean.
It got to be gotta be the case here in KB Willet. 54.2 seconds left in the first period. Pointers, Eau Claire, 0 apiece. And then it's going to be a tough matchup here between both sides. I mean, it's pretty even defensively. Just got to see some fireworks offensively, and glove save there, Proctor. And last time, you know, they played in KB Willet, it was a 4-0 win for the Pointers in December, a game where the Alex Proctor with 27 saves in that game had a pretty solid game going so far. Face off here, Peyton Hart. Face off violation. It seems like he gets a lot of those. I got to see the statistics about that.
You're going to have to look deep in the stat book there for that one, Brody.
Seems like every time he's in the face-off circle, he gets at least one. And taken away here, Tyler German. German reached around by Collar Schmoll up to Hart. He whiffs on that one. 30 seconds left of the period. Racing up, Colin Stein. Stein has Reimer. Blocked there by Proctor and gloved. A little pushing and shoving after the play into the glass.
You know, the last 24 seconds here, you got it. Either one of the teams just needs to make an offensive push here. If you could get a goal going into the second period, that would be so beneficial for the team. You know, it's just been very quiet, nothing really happening for either side. So hopefully something can happen in the next 24 seconds here.
It gives momentum to any team, and momentum is a heck of a thing in the sport of hockey. Shot there and gloved by Proctor as he had some time to glove that one. Shot by Hertzberg. And it just seems like between both sides, it's just slow offensively. You know, you take a few shots here and there, but for Eau Claire, they can't seem to get anything going. And gloved again
save
by Proctor. Time is going to be ticking down, and it just keeps on stopping. 12.4 seconds left here in the first period. Nothing.
I gotta give props to the goalies here, though. You know, they're sticking it out. You know, it's been a very rough, you know, slow game for them. So hopefully that'll not continue for either of them.
Time winding down here. Shot around to Kemelevsky. And that'll do it here for the period. Shot there. And time winds down here. First period of play. 0-0 game between Blue Golds and the Pointers here after one period of play. And I mean, Brett, like you said, it's been pretty slow so far.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a very forgettable first period. You know, definitely going into the second here, both these teams need to come out strong, you know, with a little bit more aggression. You know, just offensively, it's been non-existent. They're not, you know, shooting the puck well. They're not passing the puck well. And the turnovers for both teams have just been killer.
It's just been a rough game for both sides so far. Maybe more fireworks coming up in the next few periods. Pointers 0, Blue Gold 0. You've been listening to WWSP Stevens Point. And if you're also following on YouTube, thank you for tuning in to Pointer Studios. We'll be back after 15 minutes. Welcome back to KB Willet Arena after a period of play here. No goals scored. I was going to say 1-0 Pointers, but 0-0 here between the Pointers and Eau Claire Blue Golds. I'm Brody Kupsky, joined by Brett McNamara and Brett. I mean, very, very quiet period between both sides and really all across men's hockey in the WIAC.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, Superior and River Falls both tied up there 0-0 as well. So hopefully both of these games get a little bit more exciting as we flip sides here on the ice. I would love to see the Pointers just be a little bit more aggressive here in offense and get better shot attempts. And then defensively, they're being very, very good defensively wise, and same with the Blue Golds. So hopefully both teams can turn it around here in the second period.
18 shots on goals from the Blue Golds, 4 for the Pointers, which is not normal between both sides. And really why I said 1-0. Eau Claire women's hockey is up 1-0 over the UWSP women's hockey team in Eau Claire. So hopefully the Pointers can find a win in both games. It'll be tough between Eau Claire. Eau Claire, it's been ranked in women's hockey pretty much the whole entire season. But for the Pointers here in KB Willet, looking to try to get some fireworks going, try to get something going here as face-off is about to get underway here. Quentin Hill facing off against Eli Reimer, the sophomore transfer. And face-off won here by the Blue Golds. Pass up, Eftimovsky trying to race after it. Quentin Hill passes it in and kept up and into the stick of Quentin Hill. Reimer passing around, but Eftimovsky there to recover. Ooh, good spoon move there by Sean Bunting. He tries to pass it up to Falls. Falls races around here to Quentin Hill. Hill tries to pass it up to Bunting, and that's passed down low to Rojo. Up and into the Pointers bench. And another stoppage, first stoppage of play here in this period, about 30 seconds in. And Brett, like you said, this offense just has to get going some way, somehow.
Yeah, they were showing a little bit here of aggressiveness, you know, getting the Blue Golds into the board, so hopefully they can continue with that. But yeah, defensively, great job here from the Blue Golds. They've been very elite so far, and it's come a lot from Ethan Roberts, you know, getting his first start here, especially in a very high-profile game with, you know, being the first WIAC playoff game for the Pointers.
And racing down, Evan Junker hits that into the net as Cade Peterson was racing after as well. And like you said, Ethan Roberts, it's his first start against the Pointers, definitely in his career. And his first start in KB Willet, a tough arena to face in. And I'm sure the student section is laying in on him pretty hard down on the other end of the ice. Face-off won by Eau Claire. Pass over to Heidi. He whiffs on that one. Kemalevsky tries to pass that up, and Anderson right there to race after, and icing is called after Anderson and Carter Bradley are racing after. And face off back into the Pointers zone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just this side of the ice, you know, on the left side here for us, but it's just been a lot of whiffs over here, you know, whether it's passing or shooting, you know, a lot of swings and misses. So hopefully, you know, that doesn't continue here.
I mean, you kind of look like a baseball team with all the swings and misses. Pointers baseball starting up pretty soon. Softball's already started up, and they were playing up in Rhinelander today. Pointers have a chance here. Andrew Poulias racing in. Poulias around Bradley. He passes back up to German. German takes a shot almost in the net, but blocked wide. German.
Would have loved to see an extra pass there from German on the previous shot attempt. He kind of had a wide open Junker there on the left side.
Kemalevsky's getting shoved down the corner. Anderson trying to race around Hoyard. Anderson behind the net up to Kemalevsky. Kemalevsky takes a shot wide. Ooh, had a chance there for Poulias and cleared out. Kind of whiffed on that one. Mosier up and over to Anderson. Anderson back up to Chirino. Chirino can't connect on that one.
But there was the Pointers offensively. It's getting there. It's the momentum. Pushing so far. So hopefully you can take the next step and get a little bit more shots on goal here.
Got to find something here if you're really both sides. Owen Dean with it now. Sherino races in. Tries to collect that one, kind of shoved in the corner there, but collected here by Dean over to Engelbert. Can't connect on that pass, and back down to Sherino, who loses that one, and out of the zone for the Pointers. Mosier racing in, and that'll be icing.
Engelbert was about, a centimeter away from, collecting that one and having a good shot attempt there, but just ultimately missed it there. So we head over to the other WIAC game. Like we said, it was 0-0 over there. It looks like the second period hasn't started yet, so I'm sure that will get underway here shortly.
It'll be a very close game between both sides, and almost kept in by Eftimovsky, but has to reach out over to Norris. Norris tries to pass it up to Dean and can't connect on that one. Bacala passes it in here. Eftimovsky chased by Kyler Grundy. Back over, to Owen Dean. He can't collect that pass. Reimer over to Rojo. Back up to Hertzberg. Collected here. Dean didn't know the pass was coming to him, but Sherino tries to race in, but Rojo there to collect it. He gives him a shove. Rojo loses his stick. Bacala back over to Rojo. And
there we go.
What a shove there by Dawson Sherino. Junker.
Gets the student section a little bit more, excited over there. They've
gotta fire him up somehow
very
here.
Quiet.
Very, very quiet indeed. And Bacala loses that one. It's German. Tyler German tries to reach in, and he loses that one. Stein back over to Rojo. And collected in by Josh German. His brother Tyler had to get onside there. Peyton Hart reaches in and can't connect on that. Kyler Bauer poked down and no call. Been very clean between both sides, it seems like. Alexiuk has it up to Bauer, and he can't connect on that. Colangelo racing around here. Back over to O'Brien. O'Brien taken off by Alexiuk. And Stein back to Alexiuk. And almost taken away here, Quentin Hill. And that's poked away by Roberts. As the puck goes up into the stands.
I can feel it coming and getting closer here, Brody. Every single offensive possession here in the last 3 minutes here, it's been, inching closer to getting, maybe a goal here for the Pointers. They're a little bit more aggressive, exactly what I wanted to see coming into the second period.
Both sides getting a little bit more aggressive in terms of hitting and taking more shots here. Pointers getting more opportunities as cleared here, and the icing is waved off. O'Brien chased after by Bauer. And Bunting loses that one. Reimer had tried to find Schmoll in the slot. Nothing going. Bunting gets off a hit. And collected down low by Schmoll. Schmoll shot there wide. And collected by Reimer. Jaden Reimer passes in to Jordan Randall. Randall off Proctor's side there and out of play, and a penalty coming here.
I believe it's the first of the night, Brody.
Got to be the first of the night here, and that might be, actually it might not be a penalty. They're just getting the stoppage of play. Might have went up into the net a little bit. It's both sides face off here in the Pointers zone. Quentin Hill facing off Tyler Hertzberg. Face off won by Eau Claire. Reimer shot in and off the stick of Hertzberg and in for a 1-0 lead here for the Blue Golds.
Yeah, great pass there from the Blue Golds captain. Found the wide open Blue Golds teammate, and now they taking the lead. So the Pointers, you got to come back from down. What can you do? It's not what they're doing right now.
Just got to keep your head up.
Exactly.
After that, it's a tough play, and not much Proctor can do about that when it's a great pass and, absolutely wide open. Just had to tap that one in. A 1-0 lead, 15:02 left in this second period. Face-off won by Eau Claire. Heidi reaches in to Hoyard. Hoyard loses that one up to Anderson now. But shot in there by Peterson. and kept in by Dronin. Dronin. Eftimovsky collects that one up to Anderson. Anderson reaches in, shot taken, but off the skate of a Blue Gold.
Nice little stick handling there from Fletcher Anderson. Lost it, but we'll see if he continues with the stick movement.
And kept in by Anderson. Shot taken by Kemilevsky. Back up to Eftimovsky. Over to Blake Norris, and he loses that one, but back to him from Anderson. Eftimovsky trying to pass up to Kemilevsky. Anderson racing around here. Over to Poulias, and he can't collect that one. Norris passes in down low to Kemilevsky. He takes a spill. Norris trying to collect it and keep it in. He still keeps it in over to Kemilevsky behind the net. Kemilevsky tries to pass it in the slot. Shot taken wide. Engelbert trying to race after it. Still kept in the Pointer zone, up in the air, collected by Kemilevsky. Heidi there to compete. Owen Dean tied up with Heidi and passed over to Sherino, and he can't collect that pass. And Proctor way out of his net to collect that one. Up to Sherino and kept in the zone here. Pass over to Hertzberg. Hertzberg shot wide and in from Leo Bacala. 2-0 Blue Golds.
And you can see you saw the Pointers a little bit, have a little bit more aggressiveness and more offensive fight, but just the Blue Golds are starting to take over here. Not great job here defensively in the last couple possessions for the Pointers.
Just a rough offensive possession. I mean, can't complete a pass here, and the Pointers down early in this second period. And as a reminder, you are listening to WWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics, 89.9 FM, your home of Trivia 55 No Limits. And if you're listening on the Pointer Studios YouTube page, we thank you for tuning in. Pointers down 2-0 early. Just a rough start to this period for them.
I just think a rough start overall. They haven't been the Pointers as we know them, so hopefully they can turn it around here.
Just a rough start indeed, and Sherino takes a hit into the corner here. Sherino tries to pass it in. Almost had Aiden Mosier. Gets taken off the puck there. Sherino gets dumped there. And collected here and shot around, and icing called there as Connor Schmoll racing in.
And yeah, those last two goals weren't Proctor's fault. There is, the defense was bad. They were getting guys wide open. They were just sneaking right behind the defensemen. So, I would love to see a little bit more, great defensive presence here from the Pointers, and it just hasn't been there.
And I mean, getting outshot in their own arena 21-6 it's just unlike the Pointers.
Exactly, and it's very unimpressive.
Face-off won by the Pointers. Tyler German tries to collect it, and he gets knocked off the puck. Schmoll passes it in, goes for a change. Jaden Reimer passes it down low to Jordan Randall, and he's tied up with Blake Norris. Eli Reimer knocks Peyton Hart off the play. And there, it looks like Schroeder trying to tell him to get off the puck here, and Norris gets dumped and passed out. Passed over to Stein. Stein back over to Rojo. Rojo passes in, nobody home. The Pointers didn't know where it was, but Tyler German collects it up in the air, off the hands of Stein. Hamity blocked there by Roberts. He didn't know where it was, but collected again by Reimer.
Yeah, that was probably the best offensive chance they've had all night, and they couldn't get it done. That was Alec Hamity.
Had a chance there, an offside called here as Peyton Hart was trying to race back in, but going back out of the Pointers zone. 11:51 left in the second period. What a chance there by Hamidi, and great save there by Roberts. Hasn't had to do too much tonight, but still working hard.
Yeah, it's been a very easy night for Roberts. He couldn't ask for anything better from this defense from the Blue Golds.
Pointers collect it. Evan Junker passes it over to Josh German. Josh German up to Bunting. Pass it up to Falls. Heidi races around. Over to Peterson, but collected by Junker. Junker takes a shot and glove there by Roberts for another stoppage here. A little less than 11 and a half minutes left here in the second period. And for the Pointers, it's just lackluster offense. early.
Yeah, this has been a walk in the park for Evan Roberts and this Blue Gold's defense. Roberts, like I said before, it's been very easy. He's just coasting right through this game, and it's just been very rough offensively from the Pointers. Like you said, it's no shots, next to none for them.
Face off won by Eau Claire, and they have a chance here. 2-on-1. Hoyard wide in the net there from Max Dronen. 3-0 Eau Claire. And, the defense of the Pointers just has been, like we said, very lackluster in this period. Already 3 goals, and we're not even 10 minutes into the game here.
Well, they're not even getting back on defense. They're turning it over, and they're just standing there. There's no hustle. There's no motive to get back on defense, and it starts from the offensive side. They're not getting any shots on goal. This defense has been elite for the Blue Golds, and a 3-0 start in your own home stadium is just not ideal, and it's very just annoying
it's just
for everybody.
Very ugly
Exactly.
game for the Pointers early, and Pointers have come back from worse, definitely, but it's an ugly start so far, and they're kind of down on themselves right now. Their heads are up, and some of them are just skating without a purpose, and it's not a happy feeling if you're the Pointers.
Oh, for sure, and it's just they're not. I saw a little bit out of them more in the second half or second period compared to the first period, but it's just not enough.
Shot wide there, almost had a chance past Roberts, but yes, like you said, it's just it was a whole different start to the period. And now they're just, absolutely quiet here. Icing waved off as collected, shot in and blocked there. Grundy hassled by Engelbert. O'Brien clears it, and by Brenner, Proctor clears it.
I've said it before, it just almost looks like this team's chemistry is off. They're playing like they've never played before, and it's like, I don't know if what it is what you said before, Brody, where it's been a week and they just haven't played, but still it's just not ideal.
Not ideal indeed, and Pointers, and that'll be almost offside, but cleared out. Engelbert back up to Norris, and he loses that one. Schmoll trying to race in.
Yeah, it's been very sloppy too. They can't pass the puck. They can't get rid of it in time. They're turning it over more than I've ever seen, and I'm running out of words, Brody. I've been saying it for the last 2 periods.
I definitely agree with you, Brett. It's just you're running out of words of what to describe this game for the Pointers. As Engelbert tries to pass it in to Dean, as he gets decked into the boards. Kamilevsky racing in off the glove and up to Bacala. One-on-one chance here with Proctor. Shot in the pads of Proctor. He almost lost that one, but saved there. 9:37 left in the second period as they get a media timeout. Wow. It's absolutely scary for the Pointers here. And if you're Tyler Krieger, you just got to start talking in your, in this timeout right here. You just got to start talking to your guys here, fire them up somehow.
Proctor was taking a second to stop that puck too. Obviously you got to get ready. It's a fast break, and it's just it was almost like he was sluggish to get ready for that, that shot there. But it's not coming from Proctor. I feel like these last 3 goals have just been defensively, and it's just I don't really know how to explain it. They're just very sloppy, and they just like I don't really know what to say. Yeah,
sloppy play overall. Pointers down 3-0 already in the second period. As looks like River Falls is up 1-0 over Superior, up in Superior, so it could be a big win for them. And Blue Gold's women's hockey is winning over the UWSP women's hockey team 2-0. Pointers just going over against the Blue Golds tonight in 2 different hockeys. And the Pointers, it's just uncanny of them in this, in KB Willet. It feels like the Stout game from last season where Stout comes in, gives them a fight, and absolutely floors them in their own arena.
Well, you got about 10 minutes left here in the second period. For the Pointers, 1 goal would just make or break this, this team's game right here. Going into the third period with that 1 goal could be very beneficial.
And beneficial indeed as Kamilevsky tries to reach in, and he's taken off the puck. Kept in by Pulius and out of the zone. Passed in and around Heidi. Tries to reach after it. And taken away here by Peterson. Peterson down low to Hoyard, and that's poked away. Anderson, weak pass there, up to Blake Norris. Norris up to Pulius. Pulius knocked off the puck.
Yeah, the thing I noticed there, instead of going for the puck there on that last offensive possession for the Blue Golds, they went back on defense, kept one guy to the puck and one guy back on defense to help Proctor out.
Just hassling Proctor tonight as German takes the puck up now, up to his brother, and icing waved off. Peyton Hart races after, he's tied up. Hamady tries to find Hart. His stick is tied up, and German almost runs into the ref and out of the zone here. Shot into Proctor, and glove save there as Leo Bacala kind of giving a couple shoves to Peyton Hart. Had his stick kind of up in his helmet there. 8:14 left in the second period. Pointers still down 3-0. Haven't got anything offensive going. I mean, getting outshot 24-9 is unbelievable.
It's definitely not like this team whatsoever. It's not ideal, and I don't know what to say for them anymore.
You're losing words, man.
I have been all night here.
Eli Reimer down low. Finds Connor Schmoll. Schmoll back up to Rojo. Rojo blocked there by Bunting.
There we go.
Bunting racing in. Stein chasing after. Bunting wide shot there. Collected by Quentin Hill and passed around to Bunting. Bunting takes a shot from Rojo. And up to O'Brien, and he can't keep that on his stick. And what a chance there for Sean Bunting.
And that's exactly how this game has gone all night. It's just they get down there and they do exactly nothing with it. You had a fast break. It was a 2-on-1. Perfect opportunity to get a goal on the board, and they do exactly nothing with it.
Icing here into the Pointers zone. And like you said, they had so many opportunities. I mean, maybe even pass it back, do a fake, something to get out of the way. And I mean, I would say it's more exciting up at Superior right now. 1-1 tied game up at Superior. Really going to be a tough deciding factor of who hosts the championship game. Eli Reimer up to Kyle Bauer. Bauer over to Kyler Grundy. Proctor plays that one. He passes it up off the hand of Dean. And collected here by Jaden Reimer. Reimer up to Grundy. Grundy over to Bauer. Bauer takes a shot off Proctor's pad. Dean passes up to Sherino. Sherino trying to get around the defense and collected here by Bauer. Mosier over to Dean. Up and into the girders for another stoppage in play. 6:53 left in the period. Still 3-0 Eau Claire. And like you said, Brett, I'm almost losing words here. And Pointers just can't get anything going offensively. Sloppy passes all night. The defense
It starts from the defense, Brody. It's been terrible over there. They are not playing the Pointers hockey they're supposed to. And I wouldn't be surprised during this intermission that their head coach will definitely, be yelling in that one. We could probably hear it from up here.
I mean, Tyler Krieger definitely is going to give a talk to his guys between periods and try to jack them up and fire them up here as Kamilevsky takes a shot and blocked there by Roberts. Pulius tries to collect and he gets shoved. Bradley passes it up and Pointers try to catch it here. Norris back up to Kamilevsky as he passes it in.
Yeah, what I have taken away from this, the 24 minutes of game time there has been, it's been almost like Eau Claire was ready for this game compared to the Pointers.
Good chance here for Anderson. Tries to pass it to Hamady. But can't collect that one. Shot wide by Norris. Kept in the zone. No, out of the zone from Eftimowski. And icing. Waved. Actually, almost waved. Eau Claire wanted it waved. But they give the icing here 5:50 left in the second period. Pointers have a chance here. I mean, had a couple chances already tonight to get a shot, but being outshot 26-10, it's just, it's just not ideal. And I think Schroeder in front of us talking to Eau Claire to get the right guys on the ice after the icing. He's getting somebody fired up down there. I mean, this guy gets.
I was watching the whole interaction. I'm not, that in depth with hockey, so I don't know all the rules. So every single thing I like to pay attention to, Brody, and gain some more information as we go.
I would say, well, your first lesson here, when it's an icing, all the guys, if it's a team doing the icing, usually you got to stay on after doing the icing, as to not just get unlimited changes.
For sure, yeah.
Bacala taking it away here from Evan Junker as Junker hassles him and he shoves him down. No call there. Hart tries to pass it up to Hamady. Passed in now. Down low to Carter Green. Green tries to pass it up to Peterson. Actually, Connor Thompson. Hirschberg tries to pass it in. He has a goal on the night. Might have been a high stick in there, but called off. O'Brien passes it up. Collected by Jaden Reimer. Yeah, offside.
Great stick poke there from O'Brien in the last offensive possession there for Eau Claire. Really, stops Eau Claire from getting a, good shot attempt there.
German up, and that'll be too many men on the ice, and maybe possibly too many men on the ice, and that's what it's going to be. The first penalty of the night for anybody comes on the Pointers with 4:48 left in the second period. Too many men on the ice, and looks like Alec Hamady is being sent to the bench. Power play opportunity for Eau Claire, and on the season for Eau Claire, their power play unit has been 1.63. 16 for 98 on the season for them so far, and the Pointers penalty kill unit has to be strong here if they want to keep within this game. Over to Rojo, shot there by Heidi, chance there in the middle, where is it? And blocked there by Proctor, good save there. Bacala now has it.
That's the first life we've seen so far from the Pointers.
And what a save that Proctor, oh my goodness, what a beauty there by Alex Proctor, sticking that pad out.
We're starting to see some life here, Brody, defensively, and they're getting me a little worried, but, it's good to see that they're sticking to it, protecting Proctor, and then Proctor getting the save there on the last one, especially during a power play.
What an incredible save there by Alex Proctor. 4:27 left in the second period. Pointers on the penalty kill here, and they win the face-off. Cleared out. And Bacala can't collect that. Rojo back there to snag it.
Who knows, Brody? Maybe we can get a shorthanded goal here.
I mean, knock on wood for that one. Hopefully something can happen there, and Bacala slips there. Taken by Heidi. Over to Eli Reimer. Reimer.
You got to watch their backside here defensively.
Passes it up to Heidi, who passes right over to Quentin Hill. Hill racing around here. And he gets tripped up, and the call there. And a big opportunity, 4-on-4 hockey here for about 1:06. Wow, big opportunity for the Pointers here, as it seems as if Max Rojo goes to the penalty box here. Pointers can get a power play opportunity out of this.
So there's going to be about 54 seconds of a power play opportunity for the Pointers once this penalty comes out for Alec Hamady.
4-on-4 hockey, 3:53 left in the second period. Fletcher Anderson facing off. Max Dronin wins the face-off here. And Sherino takes a hit. Over to Norris. Norris.
Here's a shot.
Takes a chance here. Ooh. Could have got a deflection there, but no shot there. Sherino collects it. He takes a shot wide.
Pointers want a chance to score here. I feel like this 4-on-4 opportunities could be their highest chance.
It could have been a penalty there. No call as Eftimovsky got tripped up.
Fans not really liking that one either.
Norris has it now. He takes a shot and into the chest of Ethan Roberts. A couple shoves after the play from Norris. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And the Pointers having opportunities here in their offensive zone. Just can't get anything going here. I mean, they got to get any shot off. Just try to take as many shots as you can, really.
For sure, and they're looking a little bit better here during this 4-on-4 action.
Face off won by Eau Claire. Heidi tries to pass it up and collected there, almost offside there from Peyton Hart. Eli Reimer passes it over to Heidi. Trenton Heidi tries to pass it into Reimer. No stick taken off there. As Junker and Reimer are fighting for it. Back over to Heidi.
Here comes Alec Comedy back.
And full strength for the Pointers here. Power play opportunity for them as German racing up here. Have a chance here. 3-on-3 here. Over to Anderson. And he's trying to slow things down here to Kemelevsky. Takes a shot. That's a good block there. And a big opportunity here as Thompson reaches in. And that's wide. Good block there by Proctor and staying out of his net.
And that's just that Blue Gold's defense. Once again, they get another turnover and almost got a shorthanded goal.
Shot in there by Kemelevsky off the stick of a Blue Gold. Passed over to Kemelevsky. Julius, good shot there, and Roberts fell down. Got back up in time. He loses his stick. Pointers have a chance here. They try to take any shot here, really. Kemelevsky, full strength for both sides and able to find a stick. Ethan Roberts shot over to Sherino, and that's going to be almost cleared there and off the stick of Kemelevsky and taken here by Alexiak. Passed over to Bauer. Bauer almost makes a good move there and can't collect that. Eftimovsky has it now. He loses it. Over to Norris. Norris getting hassled here. Out of the zone. And up to Rojo. Rojo takes a shot in the glove of Alex Proctor, and Eftimovsky tied up with Rojo after play. Gives a little shove. And for the Pointers, what a good chance there, and just couldn't get it past. I mean, couldn't find a shot opportunity in that last power play.
Yeah, they were just not doing well there, and the Blue Golds were just still taking advantage of them while they were on a shorthand of the stick. So, now both teams back to full strength. We'll see if one of them can capitalize.
Bauer trying to pass it around, but Gino Colangelo there to collect it. Quentin Hill racing around. And he gets that puck taken away. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Still 3-0 Eau Claire. Pointers trying to find something. Mosier passes it up to Matthew Falls. Falls almost slips. And pass away. Shot there. Oh, almost in.
Set it on in.
Off the crossbar and tripped up.
That goes in.
A goal. I believe that is, I want to say, a goal there from Hunter O'Brien. I want to say that's his first goal of the season for the freshman. It's his first goal of his career, and it comes no bigger than in the playoffs. What a chance there.
Yeah, that was, something needed to happen with about 40 seconds left to go. Something needed to change this momentum for Eau Claire, and it does happen.
And that lights a fire here in the Pointers. 40.9 seconds left in the second period. And
well, the fans down there were saying they went in the first shot attempt. Not sure who was it by, but yeah, it just finally went right back in. So 35 seconds left. The best thing you can do here is just not have Eau Claire score.
I mean, what a good goal there for Hunter O'Brien. His first career goal and no bigger in the playoffs. I mean, it reminds me of last year in the playoffs when Adam Racegol got his first goal in his career during the first playoff game for the Pointers. Face-off won here by Eau Claire. Jaden Reimer, pass up to Schmoll. Schmoll tries to find Eli Reimer, and pointer's taken away. Hart over to Anderson. Anderson back over to Junker. Junker takes a shot, and nobody knows where it is, and taken away by the Blue Golds and passed out. Junker races after it. Good opportunity there with about 10 seconds left here in the period. Pointer's trying to find anything, and taken away there by Peterson, and knocked out of play. Down low to German with about 5 seconds left, and that'll probably do it here in this period. German tries to pass it up, and that'll be icing waved off at the last second as the clock rings. 3-1 Eau Claire, and after a really good start for Eau Claire, Pointer's finding some life at the end of this period, Brett.
Yeah, it's not about how you start a hockey game, Brody. It's about how you finish it. And, the way that this game was going, it looked like it was going to be a shutout. And finally, the Pointers get on the board, cut this lead to 2 for the Blue Gold. So hopefully going into this third period, they'll change it around and, see how they'll start here going in.
Yeah, definitely. They got to find something here with some momentum. Pointers find 1, but Eau Claire finds 3. 3-1 Blue Golds. We'll bring it back to the 90 FM studio. You've been listening to WWSP Stevens Point, 90 FM's broadcast of Pointers men's hockey. And if you're listening on the YouTube side, Pointers Studios bringing you the action here at KB Willet. We'll take you back after 15. 3-1. Eau Claire Blue Golds up over the UWSP Pointers men's hockey team. Hello, everyone. I'm Brody Kupsky, and joined alongside me is Brett McNamara. And Brett, I mean, after you saw that period, it was just an ugly start for the Pointers.
Oh, for sure, yeah. They came out very flat, not what you wanted going into the second period, especially how poor of a performance the first period was, and then it just got even worse. 3 goals for the Blue Golds. It was 3-0, and then with about a minute left in the second period, the Pointers finally do get on the board. It's now 1-3. Brody, what do you think the Pointers need to do here going into the third period?
Just play better defense and just can't be sloppy with your passes. They've been very sloppy offensively. Defensively, they're not getting back. I mean, that's what led to the goal by Leo Bacala, and Tyler Hertzberg just had a great goal there, just had to stand there and stick his stick out and tap it in, and Max Dronen, I mean, absolute beauty from him. I mean, nothing the Pointers are doing is right as they're getting back on the ice here. Pointers just trying to pick themselves up here after just a rough start. And right at the end there, I mean, a good Hunter O'Brien goal, which we almost didn't think went in. All of a sudden, the light goes up, and I mean, if you're the Pointers fans, you just got to take everything you can get here.
Exactly. But yeah, I got to give props to the Blue Gold starting goalie tonight, Ethan Roberts. He's been excellent. Like, you can't ask anything better from him. And then from that, just the Blue Golds defensively has just been absolutely insane, especially on this side of the ice. They did not allow a goal the whole first period, and see if they can, continue with that going into the third. But for the Pointers, I just think offensively, like I said before, they need to be aggressive. They need to, be a little bit more sharper, and see if they can pull out this win.
Face off here, Quentin Hill and Eli Reimer. Third period underway here. And shot in, down to Will Brenner. Almost taken away by Norris as Eli Reimer races in. Reimer racing around, picked off there by Quentin Hill and tied up behind the net. As Jordan Randall, the leading goal scorer for the Blue Golds, trying to poke that away as the Pointers collect it now. Norris over to Eftimovsky. Eftimovsky racing in now, and he's trying to get knocked off the puck there by Peterson and taken away by Dane Hoyard. And Matthew Falls gets boarded there a little bit, no call. Kemelevsky back over to Josh Sherman. Sherman back to Eftimovsky here, over to Anderson. Anderson tries to pass it in, tries to find Poulias. Poulias finds it down low and passes up to German. German over to Kemelevsky and almost up and over the glass. And Kemelevsky takes a shot off the skate of a Blue Gold, and Hoyard has it now. Hoyard can't collect that. Mosier passes it over to German. German up to Kemelevsky. Kemelevsky over to Anderson. He gets that taken away there by Hertzberg.
This defense is still being, up to par so far for the Blue Golds, coming out strong here in the third period.
And as they keep that one in, Bacala has Hertzberg, and that's taken away by the Pointers. Have a chance here. Chirino racing in. That's poked away there by Thompson. O'Brien, the lone Pointer goal scorer.
I don't understand what we're doing here with the puck offensively. We're just giving it up with ease, not even looking to see where the Blue Golds defenders are.
That takes a weird bounce off the boards. Collected there by Engelbert. He tries to shoot it in and collected there by Bradley. Up to Bacala. And tries to pass it over to Thompson. And saved there by Proctor. Looked like Thompson was racing in there. Almost got ran over by, I believe that was Hunter O'Brien. And for the Pointers, like you said, just offensively, there's no plan.
Yeah.
It's just racing in and try to pass it in, and it's a credit to the Blue Golds defense in this game.
Exactly. They're just they're getting to the point where they need to do something offensively, make, something happen, and then it's almost like they freeze in time and don't know what to do with it.
Icing waved off here. Peyton Hart collects it after Gino Colangelo chased after it. Bauer passes it out, and icing waved off. Eftimovsky racing after it with Grundy. Norris can't collect that, and up, good chance there for the Blue Golds, and can't collect that. And out of the zone, Jaden Reimer over to Carter Green. Around the net, Proctor out to collect it and can't do so. Schmoll makes a couple moves here. He tries to pass it in, nobody home. Gino Colangelo trying to race after. Carter Green now passing it around. Peyton Hart collects it and passes it out. Jaden Reimer collects. Reimer up to his brother Eli Reimer, twin brother. And Schmoll off the puck there. German passing it up to Poulias. Poulias racing around, passes it in. He takes a shot from Jordan Randall, and that takes a weird bounce and gives a chance here.
Yeah, I think I'm noticing here from the Blue Golds, they're being really passive on offense. I know they have a 3-1 lead, but they can't be too passive here because it could lead to a goal for the Pointers.
And off the stick of Anderson right into the glove of Roberts, and like you said, could lead to a goal here if you're too passive. And as Liam Stats has always told me, the two-goal lead in hockey is never safe. A 2-goal lead is very, very scary because once you build that momentum, it keeps on rolling.
For sure, yeah. There's about 4 minutes almost gone here in the third period. The Pointers, they need to do something quickly here if they want to make this, a game. And it's not looking like that's going to happen so far. But, I am optimistic, so we'll see if, that'll change here.
Got to be optimistic as much as possible. Engelbert on the faceoff with Tyler Hirschberg. Hirschberg faceoff violation. And faceoff one here, and Dean tried to race in there and took a slap at Roberts after he gloved that one.
Yeah, hockey players did not like random hits on the goalie.
Yeah,
it was close, but especially after the whistle was blown, you don't like to see that.
You could hear it on the bench there. Shot there, ran in. What a shot there, Dawson Chirino. What a beauty there. Saucin Dawson with the shot there, and Pointers down 1. Whoa.
Wow, I was not expecting that one, Brody, especially after the face-off, and neither did Evan Roberts. Ethan Roberts. Yeah, he was
shot.
After the puck went through the net, he was just standing there for a couple seconds. So exactly what I was saying about maybe 30 seconds ago, the Pointers need to do something quickly, and I am optimistic still, so I'll keep it that way.
What a shot there. Dawson Chirino gives the Pointers some life here. And Dawson Chirino installing some hope for these Pointer fans. Reimer passing it in now, goes for a change. Proctor passes it off to Evan Junker. Junker passing it around and can't find any Pointer. Reimer gets it now. And up into the bench, it seems like, of the Pointers. And it's a whole new feeling for the Pointers, a whole new ball game for them. 15:53 left in this third period. Still plenty of time to net something.
Yeah, for sure. They weren't aggressive enough in the first period. They weren't aggressive enough in the second period. Finally, in the third period, it's showing here that they're ready to compete with this Eau Claire team. We'll see if they can capitalize and get a goal here.
Chance here up the middle. Can't collect it. And looks like Bunting takes a spill and up and over, icing waved off as O'Brien chases after it and cleared out to Hill. Can't collect that. Kyler Grundy collects it now. And tied up along the boards here and collected by Colin Stein. Stein takes a shot in and into the glove of Alex Proctor.
Yeah, the thing I'm noticing here is that the Pointers defense has really stepped it up here. In the last, 15 minutes, of the two periods combined, they've really turned it around after those 3 goals.
And I would just say it's probably a credit to Tyler Krieger, talking to his guys between the period and kind of getting them fired up like, hey, we got to start playing defense here if we want any shot at winning this game. Yeah. Face-off won by Eau Claire.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't as calm as you said it, though, Brody. I am sure it was way louder in there.
Definitely not. And I've never seen Tyler Krieger get, angry at any of his players, and icing going to be called here as Fletcher Anderson can't collect it. I've never seen Tyler Krieger get angry yet. I mean, I'm not going to rule it out, but he definitely is more of the calm, collected guy. And if I'm him, I would be a little furious after those first 2 periods. Just a lot of sloppy play, but they've really picked it up here in this third period.
Yeah, not the third period in general. Just like I said, the last 15 minutes, they've really turned it around here.
Face off one by the Pointers. Yeah, they've really turned it around. Absolutely. Fletcher Anderson. Pass over to Kamilewski. And Pulias wants a penalty for a tie-up. In the corner, Eftimovsky is trying to pass it around. Has Pulias. Pulias racing around. He's
got to get rid of the puck there. You're just holding on to the puck way too long by Andrew Pulias. And
taken away by Peterson. He passes it down to get a change here. Pulias up to Anderson. Collected there by Carter Green. Green up and into the ceiling. I mean, we've had a few of those tonight. I mean, it's a very low ceiling here in KB Willet compared to other arenas. I don't know how high Eau Claire's arena is that they take these passes that, they don't think it's going to hit, but definitely going to hit here in KB Willet.
Yeah, you can see a puck up, right in front of us. There's a puck hidden right over there, just kind of on top of the vents. So I'm sure sooner or later we're going to see one from here.
Definitely going to see one. Actually, Lyric LaRock pointed out to me that one of the pucks landed on top of the vent as Peyton Hart races in here and poked away there. Up in the air right in front of us and taken away by Randall.
Brody, the puck's coming after you.
I got to almost duck here and get my hands out of my pocket to try to collect one. As Gino Colangelo tries to pass it to Peyton Hart, nothing going there. Had an opportunity, but poked away and taken here by Jaden Reimer. Passed around to Connor Schmoll. 2-on-2. Eli Reimer takes a shot. Blocked there by a Pointer and up into the net. 13 and a half minutes left in this third period.
Yeah, you can see the Pointers, starting to, want to score that goal. Obviously they do, but, they're actually showing the fight here in the last few minutes here, especially after picking up that second one.
I mean, in WIAC playoffs, you still play 2 games, but if, one team wins one and one team wins another the next day, you got to play an extra 20 minutes and try a big chance there for Eau Claire to score. You got to play an extra 20 minutes, and that could be a very, very detrimental, as Eau Claire had to play that last year. I mean, they had to play 3 straight against Stout. They don't want to do that again this year.
Oh, for sure.
Taken away here, Max Rojo over to Colin Stein. And Rojo starts it up here and almost taken away by Chirino as he tries to kick it around. Rojo ties him up there. Dean tries to pass it in, nothing going, and clears it now.
Yeah, great job there from Dawson Chirino. Way to, even without the sticks, to still fight for that puck, and that's the fight you need out of a Pointers team.
Got to fight for every inch here in this game. O'Brien back to Evan Junker. Junker pass it up to Engelbert off. I believe that's Trent Heidi. And icing waved off as O'Brien, lone goal scorer, or the first goal scorer of the Pointers, falls, trying to race in. And Quentin Hill collects it. Hill up to Bunting. Bunting over to Norris.
There's
Norris
a
over
shot.
to Eftimovsky. Shot opportunity there. Roberts doesn't know where it is, and off the net and wide. Pointers have a chance here. Bunting around, over to Eftimovsky, and penalty coming here for the Pointers. Have a chance, have the extra man. Eftimovsky takes a shot and bowled over there, Quentin Hill, and look out, the puck is going everywhere. Penalty upcoming here, power play opportunity for the Pointers. This
is their chance here, Brody. If they want to tie this game up, it's got to come from this power play. They had the shots, opportunities over here. They just couldn't get it done. Whistle blowed. It's time, Brody.
And Kyle Alexiuk, the senior out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, going to the box here. Big opportunity for the Pointers here. 12:01 left in the period. And after, one chance at the power play, was kind of nothing going for the Pointers. Had some opportunities, just couldn't capitalize on them. They have a chance here. Kamilewski over to Anderson, back to Kamilewski, over to Chirino. He fakes it and whiffs. And almost taken off there and cleared by Hertzberg. Collected by Chmielewski. Good shot there, and a penalty coming from Pouliot. Wow, what a shot there on Hertzberg, and I mean, that's just unfortunate for the Pointers here.
That may be one of the last things you wanted. I would have said last things you wanted because, you know, a goal obviously that would be, but, you know, you cannot have that happen, especially after being on a power play and being down by 1. Now it's 4-on-4 hockey. Yes, it spreads, you know, the ice out a little bit more for the players to get opportunities, but still that's just, you know,
it's a killer.
A killer, exactly.
Pointers going to 4-on-4 hockey here as they bring on the 4-on-4 unit here. Peyton Hart in the face-off circle with Eli Reimer. Hart wins the face-off. And passed up to Anderson over to Hart. Hart trying to pass it into Anderson. Can't collect that one. Trenton Heidi there to deflect it. Anderson trying to pass it in to Josh German. He's taking off stick. He runs right into the boards.
You just got to swing the puck there. You can't hold on to it. You know, it's 4-on-4. There's going to be somebody open.
Schmoll racing in. Blocked there by Proctor as he collects that one in his pads. Haven't seen that one out of him. There's 11:15 left in the period. 3-2 Eau Claire. Still 4-on-4 hockey here as Pouliot picked up the interference penalty. Just not a smart penalty. I mean, he's been definitely voicing his frustrations tonight. You know, not getting some calls, and finally lets his frustrations get loose as the Pointers win the faceoff here as Dronin pins Dawson Chirino against the boards. Pointers collect it still. Chmielewski racing around now. He passes it in. Pass Stein. Stein over to Brenner. Brenner racing around. He takes a shot from Chirino. What a hit there. And Evan Junker passes it back to Chmielewski. He gets tied up by Dronin and collected here by Hunter O'Brien.
Felt like I was, you know, first hand right there on that hit. Dawson Chirino, you know,
not afraid to lay
the, you know, the birdies around his head.
Not afraid to lay in body is Chirino. Chmielewski now trying to race around. Back around the net, trying to find Tyler German. He collects it now as Trenton Heidi collects it. Lost his stick and still picked it up and picked up the puck. Colin Stein has it now.
Yeah, very impressive there.
Wow, what a bounce there. Anderson, what a shot there, and blocked there by Roberts. What a bounce off the boards and wide there and shot there. Nobody knows where the puck is, and still collected. Full strength here for Eau Claire.
Had that one-timer opportunity and just couldn't get it done.
And the Pointers could kill off the penalty quickly here as Norris takes a shot, and looked like Trenton Heidi took a dump there and fell on the ground, up in the air now, collected by Blake Norris. Norris, a couple loose sticks down on the ground here. Eftimovsky with it now. And collected by Colin Stein, collected still by Eftimovsky. Tries to find Quentin Hill.
Yeah, Blue Golds need to clear it here. There's 2 sticks on the ice.
I mean, they're trying to ice it as best as they can here. And collected out.
Here it
by
is.
Quentin Hill. Good chance here for the Pointers. And trip-in penalty there by Tyler Hertzberg. Pointers have a big chance here. An immediate timeout. 9:09 left in the period as a couple sticks still on the ice here. Collected up by Peters. And big opportunity here for the Pointers on the power play here as Tyler Hertzberg goes into the box for a tripping call. And Brett, it's getting intense here.
Oh yeah,
KB Willett.
You know, we're not sitting down, Brody, but I sure am on the edge of my seat. It's, you know, like you said, it's getting down to the wire. Under 10 minutes now, you know, power play opportunity for the Pointers. Last time that happened, though, they ended up giving up a penalty themselves. So hopefully they don't do that here. You know, now since they're going to have a full power play, as we assume, you know, they got to get a lot of shots, but you got to pass it around a little bit.
Got to be smart with their power play. And the Pointers know how to, you know, waste some time with the power play, but also, you know, getting smart passes, breaking down that defense. They do it pretty well here. And with this power play unit, with Pouliot, Anderson, Bunting, Chmielewski, and Chirino, got to find anything if you're the Pointers. I mean, you can't lose a home game like this and expect to go in tomorrow and just sweep them.
Exactly. Yeah, this is, if you want a chance of winning this series, it's got to come from this game. This is the real big one. You know, going into tomorrow, it's going to be, you know, not as great being down 1-0.
33 shots on goal from the Blue Gold, 17 for the Pointers, and it looks like the Yellow Jackets are up 3-1 up in Superior. Pointers power play opportunity here. Kemelevsky now has it over to Sherino. Sherino back to Kemelevsky at the top. Sherino down low to Bunting. Kemelevsky takes a shot. Shot in, and no goal. What a save there by Ethan Roberts. Wow. Wow, he just somehow found the puck there. Might have had some help from his teammates there, but what a save there by Ethan Roberts.
Yeah, looks like he was a little shaken up as well. He must have got something on the hand there, but yeah, that was a very close opportunity for the Pointers to tie this game up. Still got a chance though, 1:43 left.
Sherino racing around now. Had the second goal of the game for the Pointers and passed out there. Good defense there by Eau Claire. Get a quick change here for them.
They just hold on to the puck way too long. They got to move it around. It's killing me over here, Brody.
Definitely killing me too. Jordan Randall chases after. Looked like Anderson gets it back from Sherino over to Bunting. Bunting tries to spin around here and tied up along the boards and cleared out. Proctor out of his own net to pass that up and collected again by Colin Stein. Shot the length of the ice. And Pointers trying to get any offense going. Sean Bunting poked away by Carter Green. Sherino trying to poke it around here and takes a hit from Colin Stein. And collected down low by Poulias. Poulias up to Anderson now. Anderson back down. Poulias shot, what a goal! Absolute
what a pass!
Beauty from Andrew Poulias, the captain, ties it up here in KB Willet.
What a pass from Sherino to Poulias. Absolutely gets it one right there. Ties the game all the way down. 3. Wow.
What a beauty from Andrew Poulias. I mean, what a one-timer. Good passer from Sean Bunting. Gives the Pointers some life here. Tied up in the Willet. 7:53 left in the third period. I mean, absolutely wow. Face-off one here by the Pointers. Evan Junker over to Hunter O'Brien. Back to Junker here as he races around. Junker loses that one. And Carter Bradley gets that over to Trenton Heidi. Heidi passes it in down low to Junker. Junker racing around. Gino Colangelo gives a hit. Colangelo back to Quentin Hill. Hill up to Falls. Can't collect that one. Tied up here. Colangelo trying to get after it from Bacala. Collected there by Quentin Hill. Hill back over to Eftimovsky, who shoots it in. And Carter Bradley takes it.
Great job here from the Pointers. You know, being down 3-0, that's a hard battle, especially in hockey. You know, it's a long time to get goals and, you know, way to go Pointers.
I mean, on the power play there, good shot there from Andrew Poulias, tying it up. The senior captain in his final season, trying to do everything he can for this Pointer squad. Get him back in this game. Hamady shoots it in, and Roberts gloves that one. And a little shot there from Eli Reimer after the play to Alec Hamady. A little late there as a jump around playing. Alex Proctor getting pumped up here. Gets the fans pumped up here in KB Willet. 6:41 left in the period. And Proctor calling for the fans to get up and jump.
They're not doing anything. That's
I love when Alex does that. Gets me hyped up, gets everybody
We'll
hyped.
jump up here.
Yeah,
we can get a little jumpy.
Get us hyped up
Come on,
here.
Jacob, let's go.
Jacob Spoerl on the computer here doing our teching here. Shot in and kept away. Connor Thompson racing in. Has Hoyard. Hoyard tries reaching. Save there. Proctor.
you could just feel the sigh of relief just kind of go away for everybody. I mean, maybe not like all of it, but just the sigh. You know, being down 3, it was, you know, I could hear a pebble drop over there by the student section. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, great job here from the Pointers. Way to tie it up. Now with 6:30 left, you got to play defense better than you ever have before.
No doubt about that. And a reminder, you are listening to WWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. 89.9 FM, your home of Trivia 55 No Limits, coming up in April. And if you're listening on the Pointer Studios YouTube page and watching along, you've been listening into a great game here. Tied up 3-3. Pointers trying to do everything they can to, you know, force a good night call to the Pointer fans. And taken away here out of the zone, Josh German takes it up here. And somebody lost the glove down below us. And shot up there to Connor Thompson. Thompson. I think Eli Reimer tried to pass it in there to, wow, what a chance there, and good save there by Alex Proctor. Had a chance there for Eli Reimer and passes it in now. Proctor down low. He gets back up, still collected there by Reimer. He whiffs on that one. Collected by Owen Dean. Dean passes it up to Sherino. Sherino tries to get around Jaden Reimer. He can't get it around him. Carter Green collects it.
A couple times there, it was getting, you know, looked like Proctor was getting in trouble there, but great job here from the Pointers defense.
Good defense indeed. Colangelo off his stick and into Eau Claire zone. And up to Leo Bacala. Bacala tries to race in. Wraps around here and just gets it behind Proctor. What a goal there, Leo Bacala. And puts the Blue Golds up 4-3 with 5:04 left in this period.
Yeah, great job there from Eau Claire. After, you know, giving up 3 goals, they finally get back on the board. Like you said, it was Leo Bacalo. He had a great move, got it all the way from one side of the net, all the way to the other. Way to put it in there.
And that's just a heartbreaker for the Pointers here.
For sure, you know, you fight your way back just for that to happen. I mean, there's still 5 minutes left, but it's, you know.
It sucks the life out of them here as face-off won by the Pointers. And, oh, man, what an absolute beauty from McCullough, but Pointers just down on themselves now. Just got to try to find something here. Shot taken in there. Peyton Hart chasing after it. Second goal of the night from Bacala. And racing over to Evan Junker tries to chase after. He pokes it away and Hertzberg is tripped up. Heidi back over to Bradley. Back up to Thompson here as he dumps it in. Going for a change. Junker. Around up to Kemelevsky. Kemelevsky makes a few moves here. Kemelevsky racing in and taken away there. That could be a tripping call. No call there. And now actually they're going to get the call here on Poulias for his second penalty of the night.
Surprised the headline judge called that one. He was all the way on the other side of the rink.
I mean, it's the right call, obviously, but it's kind of a little late from Schroeder there on the call. Sets up Eau Claire with another power play opportunity here.
And just when you think the Pointers, you know, came and crawled all their way back, it just, the life just gets sucked out of them. You know, you give up a goal, you give up, now it's a power play for them. You know, the ice is getting thinner and thinner for them.
Stumbling here late in this period. Shot there, blocked there by Proctor, and taken away and cleared. Reimer, Jaden Reimer collects it here. Reimer tries to pass it back, nobody home. Connor Schmoll there to collect it. Schmoll racing around here, and he's pretty fast. He's not afraid to cut up the defense here. Up to Hoyard. He can't collect that one. Over to Eftimovsky now. Eftimovsky clears it the length of the ice through Reimer's skates. Ooh. And almost had a call there on bunting. Almost got tripped up there, and Anderson gets tackled by Bacala. Stein loses it. Anderson tried to chase after it and getting tied up there and still collected by Jaden Reimer, and good shove there on Jordan Randall. And collected here by Sherino. Sherino trying to fight for it Josh Sherman collects it now and off Bacala and collected by him and tries to take a shot there. Anderson has a chance here, takes a shot and wide. Still collected by Aiden Mosier. Mosier tries to pass it in. Leo Bacala there. He tries to race after it.
Gotta get back on defense here.
And he gets it poked away. Good poke check there from Josh German.
And this penalty killed squad has been very elite so far.
And just have to find something here if you're the Pointers. Find any life here. About 2:39 left in this period, left in this game, really. And glove there by Proctor. Evan Junker giving a couple shoves after the play. And 2:35 left in this game. Pointers just got to find anything, and maybe you pull the goalie just to try to get an extra attacker if you're on the offensive side, but they just seem to not get on the offensive side when they need to.
Yeah, if they're going to pull the goalie, it's going to be around here at the 2-minute mark. You know, you're down by 1, something's got to happen, but you got to wait till that penalty kill's done.
21 seconds left on the penalty for the Pointers. And if you're the Pointers, just got to play good defense here. Shot wide from Cade Peterson and out of the zone to Max Rojo. Rojo getting chased after by Peyton Hart. And Dronin trying to reach in. And Pointers back to full strength here. And good save there. It's still taken away by Heidi. Proctor reaches behind the net. Almost chased in there by Bacala.
Wouldn't be surprised here if the goal is going to get pulled here. Proctor's looking towards the bench.
He's definitely looking towards the bench indeed. As Hamady tries to race after and can't collect that one. Proctor's still staying in his net. A minute 48 left here.
I would assume after this offensive possession here from Eau Claire, we'll see Proctor start going.
And Pointers just got to get something going offensively. Just get something here. Poulias now has it.
And here comes Proctor.
Proctor racing up towards the bench. And he races in. Kemelewski passes it in. Norris now has it. Over to Kemelewski. He takes a shot wide, and it looks like Roberts collects it after losing his stick. A minute 25 left in the third period here. Oh, wow. Pointers have the extra man here. And just have to get it going offensively. Might be taking a time out here, maybe. We're just getting some changes here. And timeout called here from Tyler Krieger. Oh boy, Brett, the heart is racing.
Yeah, mine is too, Brody. Don't worry. A minute 25 left in this one. And yeah, if the Pointers want to win this game or at least tie it up here, they just got to move the puck around. You're going to have the extra man out there to, get that opportunity to tie this one up. But yeah, I feel like if it's going to be anybody scoring this goal, it's got to be from one of the captains here, maybe Poulios. Or, I wouldn't be surprised if Fletcher Anderson, he's leading the team in shot attempts, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets one going here.
Yeah, Fletcher Anderson is not afraid to take shots, and he scores when the Pointers need it. 4-3, Eau Claire at the minute 25 left in this game. And for the Pointers, they have a chance here to tie it up. Unlike the women's team lost 4-0 against Eau Claire out in Eau Claire. They go and play tomorrow and have a chance to maybe make an upset and have to play another 20-minute period there. But Pointers here down 4-3. Got to find anything here on this opportunity. Looks like Superior's up 4-1 over River Falls with 10:18 left in the period there. Pointers getting outshot 39-21. That's just kind of how it's been all night. Getting outshot in their own arena.
Yeah, it's been very ugly for the Pointers offensively, but, this third period's been nothing but spectacular from them, I would say, besides, the defensive, goal they gave up at the end there. So this is it, 1:25 left. Can the Pointers make the comeback and tie this one up, or will they, go into tomorrow down?
And taken away there by Eli Reimer almost. And shot around to Stein. Stein has it now. He tries to pass it up. And kept in the zone from Fletcher Anderson. Kemelewski now has it. He tries to race around over to Anderson. Anderson over to Norris. Norris back over to Anderson. Anderson over to Kemelewski now. Passing around. Anderson tries to pass it in. Knocked out. And Anderson has to race after it. Connor Schmoll is racing after him. And Blake Norris able to collect it now. Back over to Kemelewski here. Kemelewski racing in. He gets it poked away by Stein. And up and still in play, and icing is called here. And they thought it went up and out of play. Wow. I mean, what an opportunity here for the Pointers. 38.9 seconds left in the period. And they get a break there with the icing.
Yeah, that's, the last thing that the Blue Gold's going to want it there, especially towards the end of this game. 40 seconds left here in this one. Can the Pointers pull it out?
Face off one here by Eau Claire and cleared out. Have a chance here. Dane Hoyard racing after, and that will just miss the net. And Pointers don't know where it is. Dane Hoyard didn't even know where it was. Kemelewski collects it now. 23 seconds left here.
Got one offensive push here from the Pointers.
And take it away here. Jordan Randall has a chance here to the net, the empty netter. And collected here. Sean Bunting. Bunting, 10 seconds left. Passed it in. Will Brenner tried to pass it up. And out of the play for the Pointers. 4 seconds left. And that'll probably do it here. Passed in. Goal with 6.6 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the Pointers here.
No goal. There was offsides called.
Ooh. That is, wow. I mean, if you're Eau Claire, I mean, that's probably not the worst thing. I mean, he's still got 0.6 seconds left here, but it's, I mean, maybe they're calling the offside, calling the goal. I don't know what. They're calling the offside. Wow. Calling the offside with 0.6 seconds left here on the clock. 4-3 Blue Golds. And I mean, they just got to win the faceoff, and then they do. Game over here in KB Willet. An upset win for the Blue Golds in game 1 of this playoff series. 4-3. The Blue Golds taken. Wow. Wow.
And just after all of that, just the way that the Pointers came back and just couldn't get it done, it's just really a heartbreak here in the KB Willet. They still do have a chance tomorrow, though, to tie this series up and, possibly take the win going into that overtime match if they do eventually get to that. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough battle for sure. It's, this is a rough loss, but, the Pointers have lost games this season before. They're not, a perfect team. Nobody's perfect. Claire, it was their night, and props to them. Great job defensively from them as well. They, really came out and, stepped up the pace. But let's see if, the Pointers can turn around tomorrow night.
Heartbreaking game for the Pointers here, and just a credit. I mean, if you're getting your 3 stars of the night, I mean, Ethan Roberts got to be one of them.
Oh, for sure.
Great save opportunities for him tonight in his first start against the Pointers in his career. First start in KB Willet. It's a hostile environment in here if you're an away player, but he stood the test. Well, made a lot of good saves.
Yeah, we were talking about before, before the game that, usually he doesn't start here. He doesn't start in general for Eau Claire. But, maybe it was something during this week that, he talked to the coach and said that, this is the game that I feel more comfortable in. And, going forward in the playoffs, if, Ethan Roberts, if he continues with the way this is going,
could be the guy.
Could be the guy for sure. He's still a junior, so he's still got a whole year left.
Yeah, definitely going to be a tough player to face against. Another star of the night, Leo Bacala, the 2-goal scorer for Eau Claire. I mean, absolutely put them ahead there at the end with a wraparound goal, and Pointers just no life after that. It just completely took their souls out.
Well, yeah, and Leo Bacala, he just wasn't the guy scoring the goals. He was the guy chipping away at the Pointers, defensively and, just talking into their heads the whole game. You saw him, talking with Proctor down there in the net a few times and with other players. So he's kind of like, the backbone of this team. So, great job tonight here from Leo Bacala.
No doubt about that. And I would say our final star of the night, I mean, between Eau Claire's defense and I would say maybe Hunter O'Brien getting his first career goal, and no bigger in the playoffs. Congrats to him. Congrats to Eau Claire. Hard-fought battle, 4-3 win here in KB Willet. I've been Brody Kupsky, joined by Brett McNamara. Thank you to Jacob Spoerl on the technical side of things and Lexi on camera. Amazing work tonight between both of you guys, and thank you to Mary in the studio at 90 FM. We thank you for tuning in to Pointer Athletics here on 90 FM and Pointer Studios. 4-3 win for Eau Claire. We'll see you tomorrow night.